Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
Ahsoka dropped a brand new trailery thing with finally some new footage.
Trailery thing? I think it was like a commercial,
it's 31
right?
seconds.
It's a commercial.
Ish. I won't count it as a full trailer because it's too short to be a real trailer.
Actually had some new footage that kind of alludes to something I think everybody's been talking about.
No! I won't talk about it.
What is up with you today?
Sabine is not a Jedi.
I think she is going to be force sensitive. She's even got the mask on.
No, that's
Come on, that's the sign.
No, if you are a real anime fan, there's always the guy who's going to be the greatest swordsman or something, and he learns to do it without sight. Chirrut was blind.
Yeah, but Chirrut was also force sensitive, so
we don't
that kind
know
of...
that.
Yes, we do.
Shh, we don't know that.
You're kind of defeating your own...
No, but you've always heard
argument.
tales of the blind swordsman. She's just
training
Sabine to compensate for the fact that she doesn't have the Force to guide her, that she has to rely on her other senses more.
Possibly.
Oh no, this is the biggest bait and switch ever, and I hate it.
But why? Why would they do the big bait and switch?
I don't know. I have no idea why they would do it. Would they just want to show, like, look, anyone can train to be really good with a lightsaber, even if you don't have the Force.
I don't really... I mean, not that...
But why would she be Force sensitive at this point in the game?
I think anybody could train to be good with a lightsaber in theory. I mean, anybody could train to be good with a melee weapon, right?
Right.
But if you want to go against other Force users, you have that distinct disadvantage of they can kind of see things before they happen, as a wise Jedi once said.
That's why she's training Sabine to recognize it as instinct, to feel everything else through her senses and be really good without it.
I mean, you go back to what Kenobi told Luke, like, it can partially control your actions. Like, when you let the Force flow through you, you're just kind of doing, right? You're not really even thinking about it. That's part of the advantage of the Force user. You're seeing things before they happen. You got that little edge.
But because
you can let the Force kind of flow through you and control you.
Ahsoka has to use crazy methods to train her, right?
I don't love the idea of Force users lightsaber fighting non-Force users. I mean, you can go to Pre Vizsla versus Maul, and look what happened there. Maul beat him.
Right, but look at Morgan Elsbeth and Ahsoka. Their duel was interesting. I mean, yes, Ahsoka ultimately won, but Morgan Elsbeth, well, she's a knight, so never mind.
Yeah, she's got the Force.
Dang it.
Yeah, you're defeating your own...
No, there has to be more. Bo
I mean,
was using a lightsaber. You don't have a problem with the dark saber floating around in Mandalorian's possessions?
No, I don't have a problem. As I said, I don't have a problem with like a normal person using a lightsaber or learning how to use one per se. I don't think you'd... In a world of blasters and everything else, it's a more civilized weapon, certainly, but...
Is it, though? I saw comments in our stuff that it was not a civilized weapon with the things it does.
Well, sure, but my point is, like, I don't know that in a world where everybody's got blasters, you're gravitating towards a melee weapon. Might be nice in close quarters, sure, but...
Well, and the Jedi had an advantage with that because they could repel the blast.
Exactly.
They could even freeze it in midair if they wanted to.
Yeah, some of them. Kylo Ren could, but... But you get my point. I don't know that everybody's going to I want to use... I mean, it's cool, but I don't know that that's your first instinct is to go lightsaber.
Maybe she's just trying to... I mean, Ahsoka's just trying to help. Remember when she was training with Kanan and Ezra?
Yeah.
The other Mandalorian who was present, I think it was Fen Rao, but I might be wrong on that. I'm sorry if I am. He was training her to use the other Mandalorian tools.
Yeah.
Because Mandalorians did train and develop things to fight Jedi. And we even see in the trailer, I think it was in the second trailer... the full-length one there, that she uses her little, grappling rope thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
While she's fighting. So I think maybe just Ahsoka is training her to come up against possible Force users.
Yeah.
But I still will not be settled with the fact that I don't want her to be Force sensitive.
I mean, you could be dead on that she's just trained. I mean, I'm sure Mandalorians trained to fight Jedi and wouldn't train to... I mean, if you get into a sword fight with a Jedi, you better have at least an inkling or you're going to lose in about 2 seconds. So
something to hold them off while you engage your other methods.
Yeah, while you try to, exactly. You use your other
methods
tools.
of disruption, your flamethrower, your rope thingy-majig. They've got
other stuff. The rope thingy-majig.
Their shields.
Yeah, exactly.
They have other methods, and I'm hoping she's just trying to... I don't know why they're baiting us this way.
She could be Force sensitive.
But it'd be weird to be because of the fact that she hung out with Kanan for a long time, even before Ezra joined.
Yeah. And he didn't seem to think there was anything there.
No, he never did. He never got that inkling. Even with her watching Ezra's training, she never exhibited any signs of the Force.
Yeah. I mean, it really could be Ahsoka knowing there's a chance they're going to go against Force users. She has the lightsaber anyway. hey, let me teach you a thing or two about that. You already have some experience with it.
Right.
Why not, continue it? You're a Mandalorian. You learn all sorts of weapons. I'm not arguing that Mandalorians wouldn't learn how to use melee weapons. I'm simply saying that in this galaxy, you probably want to, use ranged weapons when you can. In almost any combat, right? You probably, if you're trying to live, you're probably trying to win from afar. Yeah.
She does have her guns.
Sure.
She's already proficient in that.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing in the trailer is Hera trying to convince I'm betting she's talking to
Mon
Mothma, the council.
Yeah, we can kind of stitch that together from other trailers.
That she's trying to warn them that the Empire is still a threat, and I'm assuming they're going to kind of brush her off or say she needs to get proof or something.
Yeah. I'm curious if they're going to keep with what Aftermath established with the New Republic, like immediately slashing 90% of their military. Is that actually going to tie into this? Is it going to be like, hey, we're cutting our military, the Empire's still out there, what the hell are we doing? Mm-hmm. I mean, that could make sense.
But here was the real best part of the entire trailer. The entire trailer, the best part was when Chopper made his little womp womp. Because he was 100%, that was Chopper.
Well, it's hard to,
Chopper. I loved it.
It's hard to not
get
Chopper right.
It was nice. Just to
it's
hear
cool.
the voice again.
I love Chopper. I give Star Wars credit. 95% of the time, they nail the droids.
Of course.
There's only been a handful of droids, and I'm like, looking at you, Solo. Everyone was really a big L3 fan. For reasons.
For reasons?
I don't know.
Well,
the whole... Let's not go into that.
I know. We're not here to talk about L3. We were talking about Ahsoka, and now I'm going to shift us into talking about Skeleton Crew.
Oh, someone's going to talk about Skeleton Crew.
Somebody's got to. On August 9th, Disney held its Q3 earnings call, where they kind of look at the state of the company from April to June, talk about some changes coming. That's where we learned about the $3 a month price hike. But we also got a page of the presentation that was posted online. It's the key upcoming Disney Plus and Hulu releases.
And what's not among them?
Skeleton Crew.
It's not coming this year.
What's very odd looking at this is they have dates listed from August 9th to September 6th. They have Loki listed in the season 2 down there in the release dates not yet announced, titles in alphabetical order. Loki has already had a trailer that told us when it's coming out. Why doesn't it have a date?
I don't know.
At August 9th, we already knew when Loki was coming. It also isn't showing us Echo, which we already have a date for that. It was November 20-something.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even
Echo
know
was
that
supposed to be coming. He's supposed to drop all episodes at once, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. They must have a lot of confidence in that being a big draw.
Well, they don't like to run things over Christmas.
I don't know. Didn't they run Hawkeye over Christmas, or was it just because the show was about Christmas? I don't know.
Hawkeye ran over Christmas, but I feel like they in general do not like to run a series over Christmas because they think people are busy. People want to spend time with the family. They're going to watch traditional Christmas things. They're not queuing up for Disney Plus to see what's coming.
Well, sure, but I think they overestimate just how much people do things on Christmas. Yeah, people do a lot of things, but people do a lot of things other summertime. I think when I really step back and look at it, I do far more in summer than I do around Christmas, and we do a lot around Christmas.
I know. I feel like they want to queue up more of the holiday stuff to watch. Remember, that's when they made the Santa Claus series come out, and they don't like to run just regular Christmas stuff. Special. They like to have holiday-themed things going on. But it is weird to see that we're missing 2 things on the list that we are told were supposed to be coming this year.
I don't think Skeleton Crew is coming this year.
You think it's going to get pushed back because the Acolyte's probably going to get pushed back, and
then Andor gets pushed back? I think they spread it as much as they can. It all depends on the strikes, right? Mm-hmm. If they don't end for a couple more months yet, or even longer.
It's sad. Andor was close to being done filming.
Yeah.
I thought Acolyte was done. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm pretty sure that wrapped before, yeah.
So they can at least continue working on that, but...
Yeah. I see Skeleton Crew next year. I mean, we also have Bad Batch Season 3, which doesn't necessarily...
I believe that at least Michelle Ang, who played Omega, was done filming.
Yeah, because that's also...
recording.
Well, they know what you meant. But I mean, that doesn't necessarily... I think with the animation, they don't kind of put that in the same bracket or category as the live action. Mm-hmm. So I don't know that... Well, I mean, they'll probably use it as a stopgap kind of thing too, right? They'll kind of spread it out as much as they have to over the next year or two.
Yeah, so... That's most likely what's going on, is they're probably going to be pushing these things back, which is sad because I want Skeleton Crew to come out this year. I'm curious about it.
I'm curious about just to know more about it, actually.
But they are actually going to face even more of a hurdle than a thing like Ahsoka in terms of, do people know this? No. Well, and now they don't have the actors or Jude Law to come around saying, hey, everybody, watch my show.
Yeah. Plus, we've speculated probably something in Ahsoka will allude to Skeleton Crew. So the longer you wait until you put out Skeleton Crew, the more people forget about that little tidbit you might throw in there. I'm gonna guess maybe even a post-credit scene leads into Skeleton Crew. I don't know, something. You got to do something.
Just something to give us a hint about what's going to be going on.
All right, well, I guess that's going to be all we got for you this time. So now it's your turn to take to the comments below and tell us what you think of any and all of today's news. Is Sabine Force sensitive or not? That's the big question. Put your...
We should make a poll or something. I don't know how to do that.
Let's do a poll on Thor Skywalker Plus. We've never done one of those.
Has never had a poll.
No,
Can ask them what day Thursday is.
Thursday is Friday.
Thursday is Thursday. You just don't let me enjoy Thursday.
Well, what's funny is like some people overseas probably it comes out on like Saturday or early Saturday. So, it's Thursday. No, it's not always Thursday somewhere. Doesn't work that way. Anyway, take to the comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.